Ready? All right. So this is a privé session, private. We're here today and we're going to do a one-on-one. It is DNA upgrades and recalibration. So I'll go over the differences between this one and astrogenetics in a bit. But first off, I just want to read a little excerpt from the manual itself that we're going to share with our friends that are online watching live. So, we've come to an auspicious time in our evolution where divine intervention is causing a powerful shift in our mass consciousness. This is reversing the effect of our quote-unquote fall from grace. Our descent into chaos caused our DNA to short circuit so that our DNA could not sustain divine consciousness, and so that's what we're doing here today, to retrieve that. And so now we're ready for the next stage of the divine plan, of a new solar-based reality. And I underline the word new solar-based because that's going to play a very important part in this class today. Our carbon-based cells are no longer serving the purpose of our current and future planetary cause, which is divine love and unity consciousness. So we need to fix that at the deep level of our DNA, of course. So on from there, our DNA is also known as the Book of Life. It contains, as you know, the language of life. It's a mystical double helix configuration containing wisdom to regenerate youth and create eternal life. I must say, though, that there is evidence to show that it isn't just a double helix. There's actually more going on than double helix, okay? And I think scientists are also coming into this information as well. It's not just kind of the pseudo or esoteric version that we're talking of here. So it does actually store ancient forgotten gnosis. It goes way beyond the evidence and understanding that science can currently provide for us. So this metaphysical perception, with it, we can gain a multi-dimensional view so that we can transform erroneous functions of our DNA throughout and beyond time and beyond space. Now, another little extra bit of information that's interesting that I wrote down for our intro today is that according to the Torah, which is from the ancient Hebrew system, the Hebrew letters contain fields of consciousness, and there are 22 letters that have a numerical value, such as the 22 amino acids that are also a part of the DNA. And according to them, this is a light wave configuration for communication with supreme intelligence. Dun, dun, dun. So that basically tells us a little bit about DNA in general, but also the kind of metaphysical aspect of that. And now we're just going to go through briefly what it is that we're going to be doing here today. Now, we cover a lot of DNA stuff in other classes, yeah? We've done it in astrogenetics, as we mentioned earlier on. We've got it in our foundation course, cosmic law ceremonies, Samapana. We all cover aspects of DNA in that. So how does this class differ from the others? So this is what we're going to do. I'd say that it's a little bit more, I don't want to use the word basic so much, but it's definitely not as way out there as astrogenetics was. It's more kind of on this kind of human level, although we do go up a bit into the cosmic realms as well with this one too. So for the first part of the day, ceremony 1, we get to intuitively understand a cross-section of our DNA. So we want to create a current drawing of the state of our DNA as it is right now, yeah? Then we're going to go into some process where we understand DNA from a constellation perspective, as though it is a group of star systems. Then we're going to look at the repairing of chromosomes. We're going to look at harmful sexual exchange data, because we do actually exchange data through our DNA with regards to sex. so we get to understand what's going on with that, and we get to uninstall whatever needs to be uninstalled. Then we intuitively select our chromosomes, the faults and the damages with some of those strands, and we get to fix that too. We'll go into some youth regeneration for ceremony 4. For ceremony 5, we're going to be encoding light solar strands, which goes into that light encoding that we talked about earlier on. And in ceremony 6, after we've done all of this work, we're then going to look at the divine blueprint as it currently stands from the first depiction that we have done, and we're going to go into a very specific process where we can actually absorb these new energies and bring it into our space. And then to finish, we go into ceremony 7, which is the DNA rainbow initiation, which is where we will start or attempt to convert ourselves from carbon-based to crystalline-based. So guys, thanks very much for joining us here today for this introduction. We'll be back in March for astrogenetics. Follow, share, and also I'm available on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Helen Makes Miracles. I'll see you soon.